back here to Top Rally after we had a week off and you went to Pensacola Con and a lot of wrestling and you did some stuff. And
a lot of wrestling.
You didn't take off as much as I did. I rest and relaxed.
Yes.
And I really had to. I needed it too.
I drove like 800 miles that weekend.
But after what happened on Monday Night Raw, here comes the money.
That's true.
Shane McMahon is bad. It's crazy. It hit me like a second from the music hit. The way Vince was talking and said, is Shane going to show up? And it blew my mind. I can't believe it.
But you know, we've been talking about wanting Shane to come back.
Yes, but now I read something that sucks, though, that he may be only till WrestleMania.
That's what I hear. So that means he's going to lose.
Not good. Not good at all.
I don't see someone of his age, of his caliber, not even really a trained professional wrestler, if you will. You know, he's always been more of like, hey, I'm the daddy's boy, whatever. I don't see him beating someone of the caliber of Undertaker.
I don't either. But, here you go, WWE. Let's set up something at WrestleMania to take place at SummerSlam. Have somebody cost the Undertaker
Of course.
to set up the Undertaker versus whoever, John Cena, at SummerSlam.
Well,
You've already got a marquee match going.
Well, since you couldn't get Cena at WrestleMania, that would make sense at SummerSlam. So you know, make a huge SummerSlam match.
How about the music? Not even gonna see John Cena.
But
the music.
But I did like.
All we need is a little distraction.
I did like the distraction they were talking about, because you know everybody, the cell always gets opened.
Yes.
So,
of course.
So
go through a wall. Somebody comes to the door.
Or someone's already underneath the ring.
Somebody's already in the ring. Yeah.
So how convenient would it be? The lights go out. They come back on. Dun dun dun. And the people that are in the ring to help Shane McMahon is Finn Balor, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows.
That would be good. I would love the Bulletproof Club. Bulletproof Ballard Club, yes. I've seen the shirts already. So
he's already teasing it, and he teased something for Monday.
He did. So
unless he's just working the marks.
Is something else big going to happen Monday? I mean,
we need to have a mark out episode again.
Blew out our minds there. Yeah, I know.
That would be huge or something. I mean, they said they're going to get edgier going into WrestleMania.
They need to get a little more edgier, but.
Vince definitely got edgier. The F-bomb.
Yeah, Vince definitely got edgier, yes.
Which, of course, that part was not on the YouTube video, which is what I watched because I worked during Raw. But then I saw someone post it, and you could see it up on the screen and everything. He says the F word. He mouths it. He doesn't have the microphone near him, but he definitely mouths it pretty well.
I looked on Hulu, and it picked up. Okay.
Wow.
They didn't edit it out, yeah.
That's crazy.
So, we got somebody coming back with Shane.
We got somebody
leaving with Wade Barrett, which and they're
working it into the stories.
Your time is come and gone. Wade, I mean, the best you could have done was Intercontinental Champion. You were never
many times
gonna be the top guy. That was many times,
but he could have been. I do believe that with the way that they did that whole Team Nexus versus Team WWE, with Cena defeating all of them, that right there destroyed Nexus, and Wade Barrett was never the same again.
No, that killed him.
And then once you split the Nexus up and gave them to what was their name on SmackDown? Dadgummit. It was.
See, it's so bad. I can't.
It was Ezekiel Jackson.
All I know.
Because he joined in the Core, yeah.
The Core
with 2 R's. Because he joined. I was in Birmingham the night that Ezekiel Jackson joined because they beat up on Big Show. But that also was another step of ruining that. I mean, there was no point. They've done nothing but destroy everyone from the Nexus. Heath Slater, yeah, he's funny, but I mean, he's not a star. I mean, he's just there. Justin Gabriel got destroyed pretty much. Where's David Otunga? Sitting at the house, his wife's making the money.
And doing the pre-show for Raw.
Is he still doing that?
He's still on there, yes. Okay. That's his thing.
I thought he was gone already.
No, that's his thing. He's every Monday.
Who else? Darren Young, not doing nothing. Wade Barrett leaving.
Ryback's
the only one really doing something. And he just turned heel for what, the 17th time?
Yeah, but he was a face on a house show this past weekend.
That's the part that made no sense to me either.
It doesn't make any sense. He's tired of being a tag team. That's pretty much all it is.
But in that 6-man tag on the house show, he left the Usos.
Did he leave the Usos?
He did.
Okay.
There was a 6-man, and he left the Usos, and so they were doing the same thing from Raw.
That's
so
fine.
he's still going heel.
You still put him in tag teams. He keeps breaking out tag teams, so that's fine. Keep the storyline going.
But where are we going with this?
There's nowhere.
They have pushed him to the moon and back, and it didn't work because he fought Cena, he fought CM Punk, and he didn't get any leeway with neither one of them. No. He lost that whole summer of Ryback. He lost the whole time.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, you're not getting nothing out of that. But Wade Barrett, they are working into the storyline. They've kind of commented on things on Twitter and things like that about him. But I do like where we're going with the 6-man at WrestleMania.
What 6-man?
Oh, you know what 6-man? Have you not seen the videos for the New Day? Hilarious.
Oh, that's 6-man, yeah.
Hilarious.
Yes, yeah, I've seen that 6-man.
With Kofi dressing up as Sheamus, have you seen that?
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious. Fala!
But the other 6-man, or the 3 men, or the 4 men are doing nothing. So they've been just run over. And
who are we talking about?
The Wyatts.
Oh, yeah, the Wyatts probably take on the social outcast.
With the Wyatts.
Well, because we know that we can mark this down. It was supposed to be
never lost.
It was supposed to be right against people that don't even team together.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. We know for a fact it was supposed to be Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt. Somewhere they called an audible. Maybe Brock said, "Hey, I enjoyed working with Dean Ambrose. I want him at WrestleMania. I don't want Bray." Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. When you pay someone $5 million a year, you pretty much listen to what he wants.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. I guess they called an audible and changed it to Dean. But is it truly believable that someone Dean's size can beat the crap out of Brock Lesnar? No.
Not in a regular match. That's why they make it a street fight. No falls count anywhere street fight.
Okay, so put a weapon in Brock Lesnar's hands. You've now destroyed Dean Ambrose.
Well, they may do that way. He may not win.
If Roman's winning in the main event, his brother is probably going to lose.
Yeah.
But it should have been Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar. They were already building towards
Roman Reigns and Brock.
I don't want to see that 2 years in a row. Once in a lifetime, twice.
That's only for John Cena. It would have been better. It would have made the matchup better. It would have put Dean versus Hunter, which people would have loved, and you would have said, "Oh." Now it's pretty much okay. We know the main event.
Right.
Unless the main event is now Undertaker Shane.
That would be interesting too.
They may go that route.
I don't know.
It was too funny. I mean, yeah, you definitely saw the blood pack being handed to him.
See, I wanted you to see the video because I didn't know if it was a blood pack or if it was a razor blade.
No, it was a blood pack. Yeah, because it was too. Yeah, no.
Well, and then they show Roman Reigns later on backstage with a towel over his head, and someone said, "Blood doesn't stain your hands."
No, his hands were stained at one side and down the other. He broke it in his hand and put it on his face to lick his nose, and when he busted, his hand was done.
Either his hand or he did it.
And the funny thing about it is, Hunter got cheered.
He did the whole time. Well, Hunter also went along with the cheers because he did the suck it. You know you're going to get cheered if you go suck it.
He did.
And he did the cock and jerk
thing. And he did the cock and jerk and said, and that's all you took. We have to have a double turn. Roman has to leave WrestleMania as a heel to be world champion.
Yes.
Yeah, just not. I don't know why they're doing that. They're saying, we're going to do this hook or crook. I don't care what the fans say.
Either that or make him the heel going into WrestleMania because you've already pretty much made him that when Triple H did the whole crotch chop thing.
Yeah, who's going to boo him?
Triple H is already a face going into this match.
Yes.
So, I mean...
and it doesn't matter what Hunter does.
No. He's just going to keep getting cheered. Austin, I agree with Stone Cold 100%. He said Roman's got to turn heel.
He does.
And, I mean, I was even listening to Rosie did an interview recently on a podcast. And on the podcast, he said, turns come and go. And he said, eventually Roman will end up turning. And
that was the best thing for Rock.
Yes, he turned heel.
Rock got crapped on. Rock turned heel, and he could go back. When he went back face, people loved him.
Exactly. So, I mean, you got to build it up because you're building up to that applause.
Because you did what people don't want. You pretty much said, here, you're taking Roman, like it or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't like it, and they're going to poop all over it.
Now, if it was Triple H versus Dean Ambrose, they would have cheered the crap out of Dean Ambrose.
Hell yeah.
They would have booed Triple H so bad if they did the same exact spot.
You're right.
But and I was kind of curious if the surgery thing was even a true thing.
I don't know. I don't know if you need a surgery.
But yeah, somebody said it may have been a pre-existing thing. But
it may have been a pre-existing.
Nothing happened to his nose during that whole thing.
No. Definitely not. Well, let's get to some good news, which I do like, and I hope they go right.
I'm very excited about this.
It's Global Cruiserweight Series
Do you wonder,
on the WWE Network.
I wonder if there's a reason they use the word global.
It could be. I mean, it is.
To take a pop shot at Global Force.
And Jeff Jarrett.
J-A-W-I.
They could, but I do like if they do what they say they're going to do. I mean, you do see people that don't work for them in the tournament. I would like it. I don't want to see people.
Yes.
I don't want to say, okay, well, you there, come on.
It's Sin Cara versus Kalisto. And, I mean, come on. They don't have a lot of smaller people.
They do not.
They can use NXT guys that we have never seen.
That's true.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, if I don't know they're there, I'm gonna say they got them from somewhere else.
Yes.
Because they said Hunter said the world, so we're gonna see the world.
But like if it's anyone that's on NXT television right now, if they're on the NXT live events and we don't know who they are, I'm totally okay with that.
I'm gonna be checking out the Evolve roster.
Oh yeah.
Because I believe there's gonna be some people from Evolve gonna be like Tony Nese, your boy Tony Nese. I believe he's gonna be in it.
They said they were looking at him.
There's a few other young guys over there.
He was in that last tryout camp. But yeah, Tony Nese.
And if they get people from Evolve and some people from NXT and some people from WWE that are small, I'm fine. That's okay.
But you got Tony Nese, and I mean, even the Gargano, who's been wrestling with him, he's in that same age range.
But he's not signed a contract, so he's good.
So he can do that.
He can do it.
Ciampa's the same way.
10 weeks, they said. 10 weeks. So
I think Ciampa's in the same weight division.
I don't think he signed a contract.
He hasn't yet.
So.
And then that Corey Hollis, he's a smaller guy that I was taking. We saw him at Ring of Honor, and he's been on NXT television. So those type of guys. They're not signed. They're at a per appearance deal.
This boy here probably be in it.
Austin Aries may very well be in it.
So
I mean, I'm very much looking forward to it. They're saying that the tournament brings together more than 30 of the greatest in-ring competitors.
I think it's really 32. 30 is not a good tournament.
Not a good tournament number.
Yeah, I saw 30 and 32 somewhere else, so I think it's 32.
32 would make sense.
Yeah. More even like our tournament, the March Madness. Yeah, we'll get it right in a minute.
We will.
We've never done it before. Just forgot. Yeah.
Never.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, which we're going to do Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame Part 4, should be, might be, not at all. But speaking of Hall of Fame for WWE in Dallas, The Godfather has been and will be there, but he's going to be inducted by Ron Simmons and JBL. So
that kind of takes JBL out of going in. Because why would you induct someone and go in the same year?
You're not going to.
It's a little weird. It'd be a little strange.
It's a little weird. I don't see it happening, though.
So, I mean, I'm okay with The Godfather. He was there from the late 80s all the way until the mid 2000s or something like that.
Well, all I want is time to get on the ball and start announcing people every Monday. Till we get done here, okay, people? Jeez.
I mean,
I think they said this Monday's supposed to be the Freebirds good with Kevin Von Erich inducting him.
Yes, which doesn't shock me.
No, doesn't shock me.
But I wish that you'd start with the big name and you end with the semi-main name. So you started with Sting, and the last person to go in, you should round it out with the Freebirds. That's the way I would do it.
Yeah, but there's somebody else out there they're going to throw in there.
I mean, the Godfather.
We still need the manager. We still need a dead person. We still need a tag team.
And they may say the dead person's in the Freebirds. You got 2 of them passed away.
Could be, but I hope not. I hope they put somebody in there like Owen.
I don't think they're going that route.
They go there either way.
Unless they're trying to make the Hearts happy, since 2 of them had cancer this year.
Yes.
So.
And one little bit of news before we talk about the Fastlane results, which is very surprising. Michael Elgin has signed a new 2-year deal with New Japan Pro Wrestling, but he can still wrestle with Ring of Honor.
Yes, if you sign an exclusive deal with Ring of Honor, you can work with New Japan. If you sign an exclusive deal with New Japan, you can work with Ring of Honor.
Yes, they're not. No dates are messed up.
Yes, if
he
goes with the New Japan dates, and then anything open, he'll go to Ring of Honor. Same thing. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, and it helps the business.
It does. There's talk there could be a few more doing the same deal. So,
which it helps Ring of Honor not to have to pay people full time.
And New Japan, once they lose people, they lost the Bullet Club, lost AJ, so Nakamura, might as well grab some more people and come up. And he did, and that's good that he.
And I think there's another Japanese wrestler that's now considered him a free agent, which I think Nakamura was pushing him. Now, for what I've read, that he's putting him over to be in the in that global cruiserweight show.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. There you go. Global.
That's right. But in the
It'll make an impact, people. This global cruiserweight tournament will make an impact on the WWE Network only.
Nah.
That's it. Let's talk about Fastlane, which was on the network for $9.99.
I don't agree with the kickoff match.
Do not agree with the kickoff match. Your eyes with 2 out of 3 falls for the United States Championship.
How quick was the match?
It was pretty quick for 2 out of 3 falls.
See, I don't like that.
No. Kalisto retained his title, which he should have retained his title. They don't just switch them back and forth.
No.
And Alberto Del Rio can go do something else unless he's in a big major match at WrestleMania.
He's in a 6-man tag. It's going to be the New Day taking on the League of Nations.
For the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Yes, in a 6-man. I like it.
Who's left out, though? Because Wade Barrett wrestled, and he wrestled a lot this past week on SmackDown.
It should be Wade Barrett, Rusev, and Del Rio.
And put Sheamus where?
Sheamus could be at ringside.
Or, I mean, in the WrestleMania. I know he wants to be more than just at ringside. Should he be in the United States ladder match if they do that?
The ladder match or the Battle Royal? I don't care. But let him
yeah.
be at ringside because they're making fun of him the most. So, to get at him the most, you just wouldn't have him in the match. That'd be hilarious.
I think he will be in the match.
But you got 4 people. And plus with Wade leaving, they're going to give him one last match because he'll probably want to take the pinfall. So, anyway, the first match of the actual pay-per-view, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, of course, beat Naomi and Tamina, the sisters.
Yep, and this Monday on Raw, Becky Lynch and Sasha's going to face each other to see who goes to WrestleMania to take on Charlotte for the Divas title. Could we have a triple threat? Could we have a double pin here?
Because Charlotte comes in and attacks both of them.
Yeah, but
boom!
You need to make the match, yeah. For the night's over, you need to sign the match. We don't have like 6 weeks or 5 weeks left of them keep wrestling each other.
Your second match of the night?
Was for the Intercontinental Championship as KO Mania running wild, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Owens retained his title against Dolph Ziggler in a very good match. They wrestled up quite well, and hopefully we won't see that again at WrestleMania. Hopefully Dolph will have something else to do, but I don't know. Because now Owens now is facing AJ Styles on the house show, so could we be leading to that at WrestleMania? Or
where is Jericho?
Or is old Mr. Jericho playing off as your buddy?
Of course.
You know how they say, keep your friends close, but your enemies close.
I say make it a fatal forward for the Intercontinental title.
I've got a funny feeling that we may get a title shot. They may take on the New Day for the tag team titles. And that's when Jericho will strike AJ.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
But I would rather be a fatal forward for the IC title.
I would like it too, yeah.
But did you see the video where Big Show said, I'm going to KO? Because they fought at SmackDown.
Yes, and he nutted Big Show and he got counted out.
Nice.
So could Big Show be taking on Owens at WrestleMania?
No.
That's how John Cena started.
Boo.
I know. Up next with a 6-man tag team match, Wyatt Family versus Kane, Big Show, and Ryback.
Losing to Kane, Big Show, and Ryback.
Yeah, the
Stupid.
Titans destroyed the Wyatt Family, which I don't like that.
It was stupid.
Because they got their win back on Raw, so we're doing a 500 thing again. 50-50. Up next, you have the Divas Championship, which they seemed a little off. The match didn't flow as well as I thought it should flow. But it was Charlotte defeating Brie Bella, which I think that's her last hurrah. She'll be leaving out here when summertime comes.
Yep.
To go have babies, which is fine. Go ahead and take off, Brie.
That's right.
Because we got a lot more women now. We got Charlotte and Paige.
Yeah, Bailey coming.
Sasha and Bailey, who with her boyfriend Finn Balor. The way they keep acting in house shows, you make you wonder. But
yeah, I wonder how her actual boyfriend, who I met, is feeling about all this.
He may not be an actual boyfriend.
I don't know.
They do some dirty dancing, I heard, this past show.
I saw that, yeah.
But Charlotte retained, which, you know, with a little help from her father, Ric Flair, who sticks his nose in the business. The third match, the rubber match, AJ Styles taking on Chris Jericho. Another great match between the three. I mean, they let it all hang out. I think AJ is starting to grow into his WWE career, which is a good thing. I think AJ is going to go long and hard in WWE, because this is where he said he should have been. He said he was in the lower tier, then he was in Japan. Now he's in the place where he should be.
So he can run the place.
That's right.
Be the face to run the place.
After John Cena goes to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hollywood.
Hawaii.
John Cena, get out of here.
I didn't know he was going on vacation to Hawaii. And then the next match should have been the pre-show match. Should have been the kickoff match.
Shouldn't have been on the card at all.
Not at all. Curtis Axel defeated R-Truth because of Goldust.
It's so weird.
It is weird. And your new event.
Which everybody saw coming out of left field before the pay-per-view started.
Winner faces Triple H at WrestleMania in a triple threat match. Right now is Roman Reigns taking on Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar. And your winner and #1 contender to face Triple H at WrestleMania is Roman Reigns.
After pinning his brother. What? He speared his brother and pinned him.
Yes, because Brock Lesnar got hit with a chair and it threw him out of the ring.
Oh, Roman got hit with a chair. He worked.
I know, he got hit with a chair too.
He worked on Brock and then he turned and
went to Roman and then he went back to Brock and somehow a chair shot ejected himself out of the ring.
Yeah, it's a good chair shot.
It's kind of weird.
He hit for the fences, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
When he's here, you you fly out of the ring. And then turns around with the chair and you hold the chair. You gotta hold the chair like this so no one gets hurt.
There you go.
So to put it down when he does the spears, he hits the chair.
You should have just put it down and let him run into it.
Well, that is it for part 1 of episode 93 here. Only 7 episodes away before the big 100.
It's huge.
It is huge. Come on back to part 2. We talk about WrestleMania 14, 15, 16, and 17. on this big Top Rope Reality Oscar week. It's the Oscars. I know you got to watch the Oscars. Since they no black people ever win, what they say. It's the white Oscar, so.
And the Divas will be on the red carpet.
All right, let's get them out there, Vince. You know they got to show them off, like it really matters.
Right.
So come on back to part 2. We talk about WrestleMania right here at Top Rope Reality. We're back, folks. Mike Hogan,
Justin Carter.
We'll see you in a few clicks.